Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Io Lei. I'm one of the first co-authors of this paper titled Identifying the Optimal Bowel Prep for Small Bowel Endoscopy, a meta-review and umbrella meta-analysis. As you know, small bowel capsule endoscopy has been around for more than 2 decades, and the bowel preparation is the key in this technology. It is the make or break of capsule endoscopy. Despite 2 decades of debate on whether to flush or fast our patient, we have still yet to come up with a consensus on this. And this is why we decided to conduct a meta-review and umbrella meta-analysis. Now, you might ask, what is a meta-review? Meta-review essentially is a systematic review of all the previous systematic reviews and meta-analysis that has been published on small bowel capsule endoscopy and bowel preparation. And what we did, not just looking at the systematic review, we also look into their primary studies within each systematic review, and we then look at how many primary studies are overlapping and duplicating, and we then will be able to calculate a score called CCA score. The CCA score will be able to tell us how much overlaps between these systematic reviews and how many primary studies are there in total. Based on the CCA metrics, we will be able to work out how much overlaps there are in between these systematic reviews, and if it is more than 15% of studies that have had an overlap, then we will need to basically include all the primary studies only and rerun a whole meta-analysis on these selected studies. And the primary outcome of this study is to compare the diagnostic yield, the completion rates, the bowel prep cleansing quality, and also small bowel transit time between fasting versus bowel prep. We screened through 3 databases, and each paper was screened by 2 independent co-authors. The data extraction was also carried out independently by 2 co-authors, then compare the results to ensure accuracy. And of course, we had a 3rd co-author to discuss the discrepancy between the searches. So after the searches, we identified 106 studies, and within the 106 studies, we then narrow it down to 10 systematic reviews and meta-analysis. Then we look into these 10 systematic reviews and meta-analysis and look into their primary studies, and we identify 130 primary studies. However, there were lots of duplication. By taking out all the duplicates, we found 53 unique primary studies, and then we rerun a meta-analysis on these studies. Let's start with our primary outcome, which is the diagnostic yield, and the relative risk is around 1.12, which means the purgatives is better than fasting, and the p-value is less than 0.001. More importantly, what we found is the timing of the prep, and if we opt for a same-day prep, the relative risk can also go up to 1.31 with an I-square of 0 compared to fasting. That means if we were to start a prep on our patient, probably should consider same-day prep. Now, what about completion rate? We know that the relative risk is around 1.02, even though it is statistically significant with a p-value of 0.001. It is clinically negligible significance. When it comes to cleansing quality, once again, the purgative groups has shown superiority. It has a relative risk of 1.24 compared to the fasting group, and the p-value is less than 0.001 again. And the same pattern was noticed again in bowel cleansing adequacy. We noticed that the relative risk is as high as 1.75 with the same day regimen, so the timing of the bowel prep is crucial once again. With even the post-injection bowel prep, the relative risk can go up to 1.59. So there's a lot more to the timing than the actual prep itself. However, we also noticed PAG, the bowel preparation, is the most common and also the best bowel preparation that outperform all the other different types of bowel preparation, and the relative risk is around 1.26. Interestingly, the volume of the pack was not statistical significance. That means it doesn't matter what volume that we use. And these improvements are consistently seen in different types of capsules from different manufacturers. Well, as you're all familiar with the ESG small bowel capsule endoscopy guideline, we know that we need to meet our key performance index with bowel prep adequacy more than 95%, and also the completion rate has to be over 80%. And hopefully our meta review result will help your center to decide the best way to meet these KPIs. And if you consider using purgative, we believe that that will hopefully increase the diagnostic yield, completion rates, and ultimately the cleansing adequacy as well. And if you do want to use purgative, PAC probably is the best one out of all the rest of the other options. The timing is key, and early same day regimen would probably get you the best outcome based on what we have so far. I hope you find this helpful, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, and I'm more than happy to connect and answer any questions. Thank you.